Bibliosophie.
Hello, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sophie, and if you are new here, you have picked quite the week in which to meet me. This is a big momentous week. In September 2024, I was diagnosed with cancer, and it has been a difficult 10.5 months since then, to put it mildly. If you watch my channel regularly, you have seen quite a lot of ups and downs, and if you watched my vlog last week, you know that I had a PET scan yesterday that I have been feeling a lot of big feelings about. Anyway, I'm gonna cut to the chase. The results were really good. I'm very pleased. More info to come. I still have to talk to my team of doctors. I have a meeting with my radiation oncologist and with my lymphoma specialist, but I think the results are really good based on reading what was uploaded to my chart yesterday afternoon. Anyway, I will at some point talk about books, but I just wanted to hop on first to say hello and give you that first piece of news. Okay, I want to ramble. I am very erratic this morning because I didn't sleep enough, and mostly I've just been awake for too long, and too many of those hours that I've been awake have been spent kind of scrolling or thinking obsessively, and it's a very bad headspace to start your day in. I finally decided a little while ago that I was going to start my day. I made some tea, did some cleaning, took a shower, etc. So trying to get myself on the right path. I did some rewatching of old YouTube videos of mine during the night. I don't know if I'm the only person on here who actually enjoys watching her old videos. I don't find them cringe at all. I am proud of the videos I make, so generally speaking, it's not difficult for me to rewatch them. Maybe that's very self-centered of me. I don't know, you be the judge. However, I was specifically watching vlogs from the end of 2024, the last few months of 2024 when I was in chemo, kind of with a, I don't know, like a sick fascination, maybe, interest. I'm rethinking a lot about my year. It's not like I've ever stopped thinking about myself and kind of the past 10 months and the various chapters of my cancer, but I'm thinking of them maybe in a new light. I don't know. Partially it's also because yesterday I was rereading old journals to look for texts. I've been writing a lot in all of this, and I plan to make something of it. Several things. The first thing I'm planning to make of it is a recital, kind of a one-person show type of situation, and I'm planning to do an iteration of it in October. I've had a couple of composer friends reach out to me wanting to write pieces for me for this recital, and I decided to just dive into the fact that I want to talk about myself and kind of this experience. So I sent 3 people texts from my journals, which again might seem self-centered. You be the judge. I think it is, but I think it's going to be potentially very cool. So that was good, but also, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird to look through that. I'm looking forward to seeing my doctors tomorrow. I want some kind of finality. It's not finality because if I get the coveted stamp of in remission, you know, I still have a lot of side effects and lingering effects, and always the fear of relapse. But yeah, I want the grade, you know? I want to graduate, basically. Those moments, and I think signposts are important, despite the fact that they're not actually as static or kind of real as we make them out to be. In an attempt to get myself going for the day, I'm gonna do some reading. And what am I going to be reading but the Master and Margarita? I have read this previously before, but it's been a good number of years, so I've been wanting to do a reread, and I'm doing this as a buddy read with Katie James. I don't know if she started. I don't know. I've had this next to my bed for a couple of days and have not yet restarted it, but yes. I'm reading in English, the Diana Burgin and Katherine Tiernan O'Connor translation, which I believe is a good one. It's not the one I read previously. I don't think I'll be able to compare and contrast because I don't remember enough the details, but I do have the previous copy that I had. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down for half an hour with my tea and do some reading, and I think it will help me, she said, with great hope in her heart.
I feel absolutely wretched right now, physically, mentally. I know that it's partially just from too little sleep. I know that it'll pass. Just have to remind myself that it'll pass. But I feel insane. Yeah.
Lori Moore or something.
Hi, I'm gonna need to find a new personality because cancer patient isn't gonna cut it anymore. I'm in remission, baby! I knew, basically, since reading my scan, that I needed to hear it. I needed to hear the magic words. I'm exhausted. So what's the owl for anyway? Okay, I'm gonna tuck under my leg for comfort and emotional support like a little flamingo. I have been struggling to film updates, partially just out of laziness, let's be honest, but also a little bit more, and I won't get into it because it's kind of boring. Anyway, I'm about halfway through the Master and Margarita. I haven't said what this is about. This is basically Bulgakov's take on Faust, his rendition of Faust, but set in 1930s Moscow. The devil comes to town with a retinue of wacky, shady, dangerous characters, and chaos ensues. Hijinks and chaos and all sorts of weird events ensue. And so as a result of that, this is also Bulgakov's satire of Soviet life in the 30s, and especially the kind of cultural literary milieu. And yeah, the devil has interactions with all sorts of people, and as a result, these people behaving badly get quickly a lot of comeuppance. They strike up some various Faustian bargains, and it does not end well for them. As a result, it's quite the wild ride because it has a lot of characters and they're all kind of enmeshed in different ways, and you have to just sign up for the series of events, essentially. There's a lot of magical logic in it because we're dealing with supernatural forces. So just like strap in and follow along. I'm having a great time. I do really like this translation. The authorial voice in this is very wry and funny, and there's a lot of allusions to things and kind of play on words. So I've also been enjoying reading the notes at the end of the book. Sometimes some things I can pick up on by myself. Like for instance, the very first character we meet is named Berlioz, who was a French composer who composed a version of Faust. So immediately there's that little joke, but there's so many other jokes like that, and some of them I can't pick up on. Also, some of them have to do a lot with character names being kind of puns or plays on words. But yeah, I'm having a grand old time. I remember it also having some kind of more sentimental or affecting philosophical aspects to it, especially in the latter half. I remember it kind of, not just being funny. So we'll see what strikes me this time around. But yeah, I don't know when I'll finish it. I'm not reading that often, if we're going to be perfectly honest. This is a fast read. I think it's been a good accompaniment on the subway and in waiting rooms this week, but I'm just not sitting down to read all that often. I was doing some reading of it yesterday in the park, and yeah, today I haven't even read at all. I've been running around a lot. It feels, it's like a combination of a bunch of things, right? I just got back from about a month away. So there's the phenomenon of, hey, I'm back in the city, let's, hang out, meet up. There's the lightest feeling of back to school kind of creeping in. Today's quite hot, but it actually has been a beautiful week that's been milder. So there's a little bit of a end of summer vibe this week, I think. So there's that, welcome back from vacation. And of course, there is, in my case, the coming out of my almost year-long cancer, whatever it was. I'm not even sure what one word I can pick. And I've seen plenty of people in the meantime, but it's different. It feels different. Yesterday I went to see my friend sing at Lincoln Center, and I've seen her a fair amount. She actually accompanied me to radiation quite a lot, but I haven't seen her since being in remission, and it was so wonderful to just give her a hug. So there's just this beautiful re-encounter with people. I think a lot of people are happy to see me in person, to be able to just congratulate me in person. Some people that I haven't seen in a long time. I saw a couple people last night, other musicians that I haven't seen in quite a long time. So it was just wonderful to just be back. And some people haven't seen me since I've had hair. So it's a very celebratory week. It's an exhausting week also. I feel really overwhelmed by the year ahead. Very excited, very thankful, but really overwhelmed. I'm afraid about energy levels, about focus. We'll see. I just have to, take it one day at a time. But for instance, today, really got away from me. I met up with a friend also, which was wonderful. I had a long conversation with one friend in the morning, and I met up with another friend this afternoon, and I think that's a fabulous use of my time. But I'm also kind of panicking because I feel like I have so much to do. I just gotta take little bites, I guess. I want to thank all of you for last week, the nice comments you left on my video last week, and just for almost a year of support. It's been so nice to have such a wide community of people whom I really felt cared. Really close people in my inner circle, and then also people who've never met me and who purely know me on the internet and who are checking in with me and celebrating the fact that I'm still alive. And I'm getting emotional, but yeah, thank you so much for week after week watching and commenting such kind things. I haven't talked about reading a lot this week. That's fine. I think this vlog is going to be a lot more about me personally than me as a reader. And I think I'll probably end it here. I'm going to get some work done. The day is not quite spent yet. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.